Hello friends, I've been busy today. If you've watched any of my previous videos you might remember that this is the bed where I had some broccoli and cauliflower going. So where's it gone, you may be asking? Well, I'll show you. Most of it was bolted. Look, that's cauliflower. I'm not going to get any big heads from that. That's broccoli, I mean that's okay, I can eat that, but it's only teeny tiny. But most of them are just going to seed and flowering like that. So I thought, well, I'll just pull them all out. All but one, which for some reason hasn't bolted. And I thought what I would do, and if you've been reading my blog at all, you'll know that I've been getting really into fermenting vegetables, lacto-fermentation. Fantastic. I'll put some links down below in the description. But you can take all these stalks and just chop them up and ferment those. I've got several jars worth there, quite a few jars of delicious probiotic snacks. So all is not lost, and in the meantime I can put in another row of Nigella potatoes. Been really impressed by how quickly they've come along. Here's the ones I put in, what, I don't know, can't have been more than 2 weeks ago. And look at them already. I've earthed those up once or twice. So I'll put some more in the rest of this bed today. And once I made that decision about the broccoli and cauliflower, filled up that bed here with them. I'm hoping I made the right decision. But yeah, I think I have. I'm feeling pretty confident about the whole thing. Gonna have an abundance of new potatoes in the autumn and winter, all being well. So I'll cover those up in a minute. Keep an eye on those, probably put some chicken wire over them again to stop the cats digging. And there we go. Meanwhile, here is what was supposed to be my three sisters' bed, but isn't really anymore. I mean, yes, I've got sweet corn, I've got squash, and I've got beans. There we go. Borlotti beans. But because I'm an idiot and I used dwarf beans, they haven't been taking advantage of the sweet corn at all and using them to climb up, because they don't need to. They're dwarf beans, they don't grow that tall. So never mind. I'll have a small crop of beans, and at least there's 1, 2, and I think 3 squash. Where's the other one? There it is. At least 3 big squash from that. Maybe a few sweet corn, we'll just have to see. There's no sign of them flowering yet, but there's still time. What else? Yeah, I'm making another bottle bed just here, look. I think what I'm going to do is grow my nasturtiums in this space next year, because I do love them and they're fantastic for attracting bees and keeping pests off other things that you want to eat. But look how much they spread. And yes, you can eat those too, but I'd like to grow something more substantial, more chunky in these spots that I've been using up with nasturtiums. So another kind of small flower bed here, and I can grow them just there. Oh, also Nigella, beautiful pale blue colour on those. I sowed those among my peas as recommended. I've since harvested all the peas, and the Nigella have only just started to flower now. But look at them, they are beautiful. So yeah, as I said, it's been a busy day. Other things, yes, purple broccoli. This is what I've been growing from seed right here after I pulled up the onions. Some of them are coming up now, look, doing okay. And I've just been mulching with some wood chip around the ones that have established themselves, and I'll do the same over here once those other seedlings come up, just to keep weeds at bay. Borage is just there attracting bees, as you can see, and cabbage white butterflies left, right and centre, so I'm going to just leave that for as long as it wants to be there. Chives. Now I snipped these back only the other day, look, right down to here. It's got to have been like 4 days ago and they've already grown again. So I'm just going to snip some more off those today and dry them out, add them to my dried herb collection in my kitchen. Been mulching around the rosemary as well. This is the only rosemary plant I've ever grown from seed, so I'm very, very happy about it. Taken quite a few cuttings as well, hopefully to grow those on, give those away next year. It's an interesting looking fly. Seen some great moths today as well. Hello. That's my raspberry plant. Another decision that I made today is I'm going to put that just in this space here where I have my potato tower, which I think is going to be ready to kick over in about a week's time, and I am looking forward to that. If I get a nice crop from that, an abundant crop from that vertical method, my thought was I would put some potato towers in this square bed that's currently the Three Sisters bed next year. I could put 4 towers in that, I think, and produce a huge amount of potatoes. And just so much going on. Oh, that's my horseradish plant, look at this. It's a monster. Meanwhile, over in the wilderness, the blackberries are trying to encroach on this space here where I've got my horseradish and my fennel. That's my fennel, so I'm going to have to cut that back a little bit, expand the strawberry bed and get rid of all this sticky grass and blackberries. But the blackberries are starting to fruit and ripen, so soon it'll be time to pick some of those and make some wine, some jam. Life is good. Peace and love.